All right, so people have a lot of questions about the real estate market. I typically get asked by every single client, is it a buyer's or a seller's market? And the answer is usually it doesn't matter, but I still answer that question, and it does usually change about every 3 months. So I'll kind of tell you a little rundown of what's going on in the real estate market and what you can do about the current market conditions to make sure that you use it to your advantage. Because I want you to make sure that you use this over the next year, 5 years, and a lifetime. I don't want to just send you an email with a video for something that you're only going to use for a few months. So in the residential world right now, we are seeing small amounts of price decreasing. And what that is due to is just a lack of buyer demand compared to the amount of supply. Now, there's not an overwhelming amount of supply, and there's not no buying demand at all. As a matter of fact, I've seen an uptick in buying demand over the last month, but it's not substantial compared to what we've seen on average over the last 3 months to 6 months. So buying demand is definitely much lower than it was last year. It is probably going to remain lower, but increase as the summer months come. What is important to know is that rental demand is increasing. And so when rental demand increases faster than buying demand decreases, what happens is rental prices go up, landlords charge more money, and then there's a wave of buying demand that follows these rent increases. So if you're trying to buy a home over the next year, I'd probably buy it sooner rather than later, but always make sure you time your market. Don't try to time the real estate market because that's not how you win. On the commercial side of the real estate business, real estate prices are directly impacted by interest rates to some degree in the commercial real estate market. Now, it's always a factor. It's never the only thing. And one other thing that influences commercial real estate is 1031 tax-deferred exchanges. So there's a lot of them happening. And so all that means is that people have to spend the money anyway, and it gives sellers some negotiating power if they have those really optimal tenant agreements in place. So if you're looking to sell a building in the commercial world and you want to get top dollar for it, this might be a good opportunity before demand starts going down over the next few months to a few years. But again, a lot of it is speculation. So if you don't want to sell, no big deal either way. But that's just what's happening right now. We may see some discounts on commercial buildings coming up over the next year or two as these 1031 exchanges slow down a little bit. But on the tenant side of commercial property, if you're a business owner looking to move to Las Vegas, or you're in Las Vegas, or you know somebody who's looking to move in Las Vegas, this is a good time for tenants. I don't want to call it a great time. There's not an overwhelming amount of supply, and there is some increase in tenant demand. However, I would say that supply is increasing a little bit faster than demand is right now. And so you may not be able to get the optimal location that is perfect for your business, but you may be able to negotiate the price a little bit. And so that's something to keep in mind. So if you're looking for tenant or leasing space here in Las Vegas, you may be able to negotiate yourself a pretty good deal. If you got any questions, you can always give me a call. So what should you do about this information? Well, I always encourage you to essentially time your market. And what I mean by that is if you are going through a change or you have some goals over the next year, 5 years, and a lifetime, I would assess those goals when making your real estate moves and acquisitions, not just current market conditions. So if you have any questions, just give me a call. Thank you for watching and have a great day.